Hello again, gamers. I know it's been haven't been 12 hours, but I'm back. So I had to push this stream. I keep pushing my streams, but I'm busy making video for the main channel. But I'm here. Yeah, I was doing that stream did last night, like 100%. Still real upset about that stream. But we're here to see why I said, but in the next title, that's rude. This one feels like live series, like Theorize streams. Yeah, but I'm saying they're like more it feels like I'm saying like a stream where series about like the new FNAF game, like the next thing for FNAF. Then I play like doing like a no series like last year I different. That's from like chapter 6 to top 7. So yeah. But for now, because here's series about that's from chapter 5, which after watching a lot of Deadpool series, like how many like reacted Deadpool series have I done? I'm like that like 9 or 10 at this point. I'm pretty sure like what's happening in this next chapter and yeah. But we only talk about top 5 again, like I said, I'll be doing a separate stream so I said about chapter 6 and chapter 7, which will be the last chapter, so yeah. And we do for like start series and look at to subscribe, but let's start serious, y'all. There's a lot to serious about. Alright. First I will say setback from one of the series actually one of my Deltarune series reaction streams. I 100% now think that Undertale came after Deltarune. And you might be saying why I say that because when I see reaction said and the reason thing is like so sad and and Undertale is because he wish it came from Deltarune. So that's why this song gets played somewhere else. But a different that was played in Deltarune. And then we did talk about Deltarune chapter 4. So yeah, I was still 100% agree with that theory. So Undertale came after Deltarune. Which still is because of like a lot of things because Sans ever is like another human, and Undertale. I mean, it's a toy, but you would think like Sans is missing like seeing another human, but he doesn't. I don't think he does. Honestly, you have the faces that do like another human. Of course, Chris, yeah, and that's weird. So it's weird that he misses that. Like he was saying he would, but I don't know. Plus, how did he even get to the Undertale award in the first place? Because that because that does make me think. Before we do talk about the top 5, I want to talk about Sancho. Because his side we see people thinking, oh wait, he just because that's how we see people thought it was whoever said Grill Beats from Undertale. But now that I think that Undertale came after that to him, that mean that like Grill Beats like Spotlight can stop from Sassy Stop and that's when with everything like because so far we haven't seen I think wait, we do see Grill Beats in that wound. Do you wait? Yeah, because in that wait, dude, no. Wait, dude, I think of that on Dino. Is Kirby's in that freaking Dino? I can't remember, man. I don't know. I think I remember Kirby being in the Dino. Shoot. I actually can't remember Kirby is in that one or not. I think he is. And if he is in, the Dutchman wood, the damage is good to see Sound Something got it's hard by sounds like great, his own place. But I don't know if he is in that wound. I got to stop quickly, y'all. Give me like, will be, that wound. Is he in that wound? I'm not seeing. I could sworn that he was in the freaking dino. Let me instead. That wound. But there's a lot of people in the dino. Okay, hold on. But this one is what I'm looking for. This one's okay, but that's the recent top 2, isn't it? Yeah, that's the recent top 2. I want like the top 2 from like top 2 1. Wait. Give me a sec. It's not so many the white freaking dino, man. No, Dino Tattoo. That's from Tattoo One Dino. That's Tattoo One Dino. Let me add Dino to my source. This it. It is. Okay, hold on. Open this new tab. Okay, I think. Hold on. I think Greebies is in the Dino. Now let me start seeing my screen. I'm gonna go sort all stuff out. But yeah, let me full screen it. So see that green point? I figured that is Grillbees because Grillbees is like the fire one. So if that is Grillbees, then he was on the Sultan Sub and got inspired to make his own place, inspired by Assassin Shop and Deltarune. So that goes by saying for more that Until came after Deltarune. With I think behind the because let's think about this for a minute. Let's think about it for a minute. This goes to a lot of like other things that I don't know about because we haven't seen actually this on game yet. I think it's gonna show up in it, and then the last chapter, chapter 7, which we don't know again live say what I say about, but I want to talk about Rousey for a minute. I want to talk about Rousey. I want to talk about Dogwoods for a minute because I don't. Let me think about this because I'm still thinking about, Rousey being flowery and then that, but I'm thinking, because how? I understand Skin Top and the Untel Ward, but it's also Alphys, Toriel. But it's but for that's but. But we know the figure backstory of Untel. We know the figure backstory of Untel, man. We know the backstory of Untel. Apart from that, this is the backstory, like that we were told in Untel. It's like, let me Untel backstory. I can't remember the figure backstory right now. I can't. I'm talking about the backstory told in the pacifist route, not the backstory told about Flowery and the Tensai route. Okay. I think this is it. Yeah, can I go on to this? No, I want to forget backstory, man. Story. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. All right, let me start seeing my screen again. There we go. You know what? Yeah, because it's gonna lag a lot. So I'm just gonna. Is it good? There we go. Jeez, I know it's gonna lag a lot. Jeez, let me close this out. Alright, we have to. Oh, there we go. What the fuck is happening? Yeah, I'm not going back to the website anymore. You know what? Fuck that. Let's make it lag too much. I'll just go off Bing. Okay, so it said, yeah, the best live until they be entwined with the Lord of the game. Him and Mask goes to peace with Warbook at least human victory and the ceiling are the monsters underground for magical burial. No, that's interesting. On the bucket door in Deltarune, there was like a fine. But there was the thing was when I say that says that in the game that in 2000 one X that put him first fell into the Armchair Ward down on Mount Abbott. What's interesting that Deltarune actually came out in 2018. So but Armchair came out in 2015, so that doesn't really help with that series. But because they came out both in 2010, so it doesn't really help that. But I'm just saying. So let me quit. It's not a big deal. I'm continuing this. It's very helpful. Flying with the bus Mount Abbott and Mount that. I just read enough of this. Yeah. Alright, I'm excited about I'm dead to 5 here in a minute, but my other theory is that Deltarune came after Until. I just don't know how I got put there fell. But maybe we'll see at the end of the game. Maybe we'll see at the end of the game. Maybe the Wall Night has something to do with it. I wonder, what if? I think I said before, when on my Deltarune series reaction and stuff. What if the Wall Night is Azrael? That can't be because people really think that is. But the Wall Night took on. Wait a minute. The Warrior Knight took Undyne to Shelter, the Fury. So that at the end of chapter 3. So wait, what if that's how Undyne I put an Undertale? Wait, but we put the fulfilling of that game was Flowey, Asriel. So that was okay. Let's say that for a minute. If the Warrior Knight turns out to be Asriel, there was a lot of confirm this. The big one to me is that the Warrior Knight is basically the same thing except Flowey's day, in Undertale, where Flowey did all this for fun because I play a game. Just like the Warrior Knight. And six freaking what the thing behind the bungle is the Undertale board. Because remember, but we're actually on on the breaks the burial. What if we're all wrong? What if we're all not? It's even death, or Noel, or with any of those people. What if it's Azrael? Because remember I said, Until came after Deltarune. But that still doesn't. Let me think about this. I'm saying about the backstory again because in that backstory, now going to the backstory that we're told, I think now by Flower and the Tensai Wow, can I put that up? Until Tensai Wow backstory, backstory, whatever. I don't know, man. My brain's going all over the place right now, man. My brain is going over the place, man. No, Tensai backstory. It's a Tensai backstory, yeah. Yeah, dang it, man. I hope that will help some. It will, it sounds like a flower toss, but so from what I know is that Azrael was trying to take Azrael died, I know that. Then the humans had to take it back to the Undertale world. I'm trying to think here. Because if Azrael is the Royal Knight, trying to think. I'm trying to think. Freak man, it's like a video. I know it's a video goes for the entire chance I rap, but I really don't want to do that. But I think I'm gonna have to get to the commentary film that. So I want no commentary. Alright. I'm gonna watch this video and I'm gonna get up to the point where Flowery says their backstory. And I'm gonna go through it because my mind is like all over the place right now, and I really need Flowery's backstory so I can like connect everything. Man, my brain is like, what the heck is even happening right now? Okay, got it. Give me a minute. Is it before it is? No. Let's not miss anything. Okay. Let's at least start here. At least starts. How does it start here? So it's at 2052. Okay, now alright, I'm not gonna let me close this out. I'm gonna go not actually saying gonna be saying what Flowery said at the genocide route of Undertale, the backstory that Flowery gave us in the genocide route. I made muted, sorry. I made muted. Okay, now alright. So I'm actually gonna speed it up. We used to play here. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna speed it up, you know. When is the next? Good time for that was about to come back up here. Sorry, it's gonna take me a few minutes to get to this. I don't know. I'm speeding it up. Alright. This will be the next hour, yep. But when I pushed for go up here and gone, I was so scared I couldn't remember something I had turned to a flower. But nobody came. It's really sad in the genocide route. So he said that I remember he must first look up here in the garden, you know. It turns into a flower, but we're not hurt on a flower because of outfits. I was testing out determination, you know. We see that in the pacifist round and I was his true lab. I'm trying to like connect this on to be like Audrey being the Raw Knight because what Raw Knight's doing is again feel similar to what you know Flowery did in Undertale, you know. I mean, you know, there's all as a game I think. But both like the big villain thing. Like Flowery was like the big villain of Undertale, and then Raw Knight is like the big villain of this game. So yeah. Alright. Let's go on here. Okay, 3 more flags will come up here in a moment. Yeah. Okay. Basically, the king found a garden. Yeah, what had happened to him? And alright, I don't think it's gonna sing at all. Let's skip it. So serious. It begins watch once. Oh wait, then he remembered the power of saving. I got it back on my save point. Yep, that's a thought about saving. Yeah, but about saving, you know. First, I use my password good. For F1, sorry upon falsely. I'm gonna get to the point where, you know, I said in the pacifist, that might be in the pacifist backstory, actually. Yeah, it's, I don't know. And then it's probably based on fourth wall, yep. Every game, lost every game. See them all by you. No good predictors. Okay, this part I actually did want to read. But now it's time about we first saw Kara, with Kara the first hammer that fell down. First was the second one. So I actually did want to read this part. So first, when I saw you in the thing is going way too fast, and this I guess stop playing and yeah, no one's speed now because it could go way too fast if I don't. When I saw you in the ruins, I didn't recognize you. I thought I could find you, then steal your soul. I failed. Or tried to load my save file. It didn't work. Termination somehow is greater than mine. Okay, he says all the Sakara's termination is somehow greater than Flowery's. Which is like crazy because Flowery again is a big feeling the game, but somehow call us determination. It's square the Theorize, which is like confusing AF. But that goes back to my previous series that my real series I started Deltarune, which is a continuation of the tennis side route. If you all remember how the tennis side route ends in until it's English first given color sword and who promised us, to create a new war. And I thought this type of new war that color created for us. So it was grateful, our soul. And then a tennis side route. But I don't be right now because now I think that until came after Deltarune. So yeah, with that copy the case, if it's a continuation of the tennis route, because I mean that Deltarune came after Undertale. The opposite of what I'm saying. So yeah. Alright, let's get going here. Question for you. How do you get back to the ruins from here? What else? Maybe wake up. Did he be calling you? So Flower was calling us. Could be killed. Yep. Freeze use that power. Service wood, this doesn't seem so bad. Might be the past backstory I was thinking of. Okay, yeah, now this will go off of that. Alright, now I want to see the pacifist route backstory, so give me a minute. Give me just 1 minute, y'all, because that was it. I mean, that was kind of what I was looking for, but I was looking for the one. That wasn't with YouTube, dang it. Where is it? Is this it? Yeah. Continue, yeah, I'll make a good minute here to get to the backstory on this. The frick is it? True Lab. Yeah, then comment down, but that is when is that access? It'll be after the wait. What the freak? Oh, yeah, it should be here. Okay, this is where we get told the backstory I was thinking of. Alright. Let me speed this up again. Oh, dang it, I missed some of it. I gotta go back because I missed some of it. Okay, so alright, starts here. Alright. So in regard to the ruins, it's by fault him and called out for help. So I was thinking him would talk about is Kara. I was thinking talk about it's like Chris but I was thinking about Kara. Kinda like let's get to more of the backstory. Chicken. Son, hoodie him as goal. But him back to the castle, so I think that must have been I would say Asriel, hold on. Yeah, Asriel. So that must have been what I was talking about the tennis side about for the human or like somebody like call out. Must have heard oh no, wait. Like if I said that he called out to Kara, but no, it was the opposite. So no, I was think that what I was talking about the tennis side route. They're probably hearing about the castle. Alright, let's keep going here. Time master being like yes, yep. Let's get some of this. Give me a minute. Then he became very ill. Yep, this is what I'm looking for. So him in the only one quest. Still files from the village, but there was nothing we could do. Yep. Yep, we know that. Red with grief, assert him his soul. You're transferring to being with incredible powers. I think that's what Table was talking about here. Humans so actually close to the Imperial. Yep. You could humans by to the sunset. That's the first of the humans. That's what I'm looking for. As we reach the center of the village, there he found a bed, garden of flowers. Get him onto it. Okay. Suddenly, we met the. Oh, yeah, that's like a also killing him. Why? Yep. That goes to Primo. That's really not fight back. Across the garden. So here he said that he died. Asriel died from the humans. So I think that's because then I think I was took let me actually finish it back. Let me actually finish the backstory. Turning into the end of it. You know, suffering. Every human who falls down here must no souls because I had to burial forever. So it was the souls. Also, okay, so that's basically my backstory on the coaches out. Alright, so Asriel, so I think then I was supposed to took like Asriel's like dust maybe instead of like a flower, like going to flower, then that's how flowery, they tell you determination to flower, of course, and the thing was Asriel's soul or Asriel's dust made dust, then determination that's what made flowery. So now that's my theory type of Asriel being all night. I don't know because I don't know. So Asriel is still alive. So which means he wouldn't have turned to flower yet. But here's the thing. Tori been saying like all game that get gone off to college. But what if that isn't the case and like if he's still all night then because wait. What if he said that like the Philistines attacked him and like but no it was because we don't know maybe with him I think it's Carl was sick and then die, but because it was too I'm just thinking because my big outflow theory going past, don't I be out with that. We're playing through the backstory that were told in the pacifist entrance I would of Undertale, the backstory just read out. If that's the case, that means that because I think that when we talk about there must be Chris. Because I don't mean that Chris somehow becomes very sick and then actually comes back, but it's after the burial. So my brain is holding. I don't know because it said that's how the burial. But there was like no, the burial, no, it's a burial to the Unshell ward. But the burial type about is the burial. That thing is a burial to Unshell ward. I don't know. I was sorry for this people. Like I know it's like background music or something, but let me see. Let me think about this. Because yeah, that doesn't make any sense because that is how through like the burial. So like also it's itself like through the burial, it's like the human ward. So Chris, so it must have been Kara then. Kara must have been the first human. So wait. I'm just trying to think, y'all. Because if was I basically 1% that Undertale came after Deltarune, that would mean that for that to happen, that would mean that the wizard that Kara had to die, like. But I think in my theory that Chris is Kara. So let's say that. Let's say that Chris is Kara. Like the particular play that I was 100% because I'm sure that got 100% for me. Like they touch one. That when Chris is Kara, I'll play Kara in this game. If that's the case, that would mean that Kara has to become like very sick somehow. Then Azrael has to back about going fouls. But then that would like. What about the part where, I was going to take like go to human souls and starts a burial? What burial he needs to settle? The only burial there is the Deltarune award. It's a burial that I think is the amateur award. Which doesn't make any sense because the burial that the freaking Deltarune, the freaking Panthers backstory is the burial I think it's a burial to figure out the award. So this is like making sense. Okay, let's ignore the burial sound in bed. Let's just ignore that bit. Say that the bully player is in Deltarune is Kara, and Kara becomes sick somehow becomes very sick. And then after that notice that Kara has after she's going back on fouls, then the human thinks that we have 15 that many human characters in Deltarune now that I think about it. So but the human that maybe say that again like so back without tell Bedford's backstory that I was getting him and then get killed and. But the thing about the big resulting Batman makes no sense. But wait, all the souls, I think the souls are in Deltarune because the souls are in Asgard's Flower Shop. So I guess you can still say the souls are transferred to Astral Tremor. But why about the freaking big resulting Batman? Wait, there's a back on flowers when we first wake up at the beginning of Undertale. So what if that's the case? Then, human back up to human would give, I guess, Asgard back to human souls. But we're not going to make telling about that freaking Undertale backstory. I know we're done much about Deltarune Chapter 5 and as a bit about Deltarune, the title of Deltarune, but I don't know, man. I took some information. I still was thinking myself that Undertale came after Deltarune just because of what, because of seance. And again, just like the saying, with there being multiple tutorials. Because, Sansy's tutorial in the pacifist route. But what's interesting, he only brings up that, him about him, that's in, compared to Weasel, he only sees that's up in the Tensai route. And never missions like that in, the pacifist route. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This game is, really confusing, but now let me get to the main point of this game, so it's about Deltarune Chapter 5. So my theory, okay, who's watching? Oh, yeah. I sometimes people watch the fine people watch this stream, but yeah. Basically, if you can go back and watch what you missed, I basically started watching Deltarune Chapter 5 finally because it's been rambling, about the entire Deltarune. So yeah. Alright. So let's get to the main point of the stream. Deltarune Chapter 5. So what is the next title of Deltarune gonna be about? I think it's gonna take place the next Darkwood is definitely in Asgard's Flower Shop. I think that's been 100% confirmed. And yeah, and if that's the case, going back to what I was saying before, again, remember, I think the human souls are in Asgard's Flower Shop, and if the next Darkwood is in Asgard's Flower Shop, where the souls are, we could possibly flowers in this next chapter. And Rousey has become with us in every Darkwood. So, with Rousey again, human souls, we could see flowers in that chapter, but it takes place in his. If we see flower in this chapter, then if it's flowery and walnut is the same thing, then that will differ my theory that I'm actually is in the walnut. But I'm pretty sure that we are gonna see flowers somehow in this next chapter, so I'm excited for. Secret boss episode gonna be secret boss again. The final bosses, because the final boss of the last chapter was the Titan. I think the final boss of this chapter is gonna be flowery. because I don't know. Or it's gonna be Raw Night, I guess. It's like at the end of chapter 3. So yeah. And I think Raw Night might still somebody else. I think Raw Night might still like, but no. If I say maybe Raw Night was still like, but no. The only, well, I guess the him at night could still Toil next because we do see Toil in Until, so the bunker again. I say it's like if the bunker like takes you to the Until board. So yeah. Alright. I'm actually beating because it's that's getting long. So my full series on W Top 5. The Funny Buster game is either gonna be Flowery or Raw Night again. We're gonna see Flowery somehow in this chapter. We'll see coming first course in this next chapter, hopefully. See anything else. I don't know how the chapter's gonna start. Probably will start because the next chapter ended like really weird. So I don't know how this next chapter is gonna start. And I don't think Susie is gonna be in this next chapter because again, what's up that she's possibly gonna die. So I don't think, but I'll say we are gonna see Susie in this next chapter. But I think this is gonna take place during the festival, I think. So yeah. Anyways, there you go. That's maybe twice by the entire game, and doing the next chapter of Deltarune is gonna be like again doing another Deltarune Theorizing on Deltarune chapter 6 and Deltarune chapter 7. So yeah. Anyways, the next thing we'll probably be doing will probably be another to Deltarune Animation stream, which that stream will probably be on Tuesdays, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm still waiting for that person to play the part of them, so you do that on so you can also see that hashtag 2 videos. So yeah. Anyways. That's gonna be another stream. I know, really complicated. This game is really confusing, and yeah, but I still believe that Deltarune came after Undertale. So yeah, and Papyrus, please start his next chapter, please. That's another thing we'll talk about Papyrus, but I know this stream is about to be 40 minutes long, and going to Papyrus made it seem like I don't know what happens. So yeah, because Papyrus has his own game yet. It was those things I miss him, and it does besides 1 and 2, but they missing him, and they did 2. Touch here for some with Bowie Percy, but Pirates for the end of this game, I was gonna be mad. So yeah. But Pirates splits up in either top 5, top 6, or top 7. No, I was gonna be upset. Anyways, also, never mind though, tomorrow it's Until Season Anniversary. So I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I don't know if we're gonna get like a trailer for top 5, if we're gonna get a sneak peek for top 5, like a screenshot, or a big like orchestra from all the Until songs and all the Deltarune songs so far. So yeah. But tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I could be doing another stream in this town tomorrow. I think like 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. Yeah, a big Until anniversary stream. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, we'll be rather than what that to Animation stream. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to stay on still tomorrow. It's at 4:30 p.m. for my Until 10th anniversary stream. So then, glad to stay. And yeah. Okay, so then, good gaming gamers. Until tomorrow. Deuces. And stay determined.